Okay, good morning. My name is Sandy Vasher. This is Sandy's Sunshine Sprints on the WordStitch channel and also my personal channels. I am a fiction and nonfiction writer and author. And a session like this is meant to give you an opportunity to write with me, or more importantly, for me to have an opportunity to write with you. And what I'm going to do is hold 3 word sprinting sessions. So this is really good for a writer prepping for Nano, looking for a way to get in some words in sort of a co-working session. Or I keep thinking like a journaler would be really, really fit for this particular kind of show. So if you're here to get in some words, get some writing done, you are in the right spot. I am behind, obviously. My first sprint was supposed to start at 6:05. I'm going to start the first sprint at 6:10 instead. My goal for these is to be really incredibly productive. I know nobody really gets up at like 6 in the morning to sort of like just chat or, play. So if you're here, I'm sure that you are ready to get started. And we are going to get started very soon. I will cut the 30-minute probably by 5 minutes so that we get out at 7:15. Good morning, Elizabeth. Thanks for being here. I hope you had a very good week so far. It's Wednesday. Interesting things happening today. Brian Cohen's 5-day Amazon ad challenge is starting again. If you have not taken the Amazon ad challenge, it's really good, especially if you like need a way to figure out how to boost sales that don't relate to newsletters. And of course, like newsletters are supposedly the best way to sell books, but I have found that as a newish self-published author in the last couple of years, people don't respond to newsletters the way that maybe they used to. So like things like reader magnets and such were very helpful for me for getting subscribers who would then do nothing with my newsletters. And I tried a few different things, but Amazon ads, that has been different. That has actually resulted in sales for me. So if you're looking for something like that, this is a really useful kind of thing to do. Okay, so it is probably getting fairly close to the time to start our first sprint. We are set up. I didn't get time to do my intro music this morning. That's okay though. That's okay. We can still do words. All right, let's start right now. 10 minutes. Okay, we are back. Let's see, I'm going to count my words. That was 108 for me. I was incredibly not productive yesterday. I think I'm like adjusting to the early morning schedule, and I had a day yesterday where it was just like too much. I got up to do it and showed up for the sprints and everything. And anybody here, I'm sure, saw me extremely groggy, but I did not have the focus to actually write anything. And that stayed like that all day. I had to like nap while the baby was napping. And that only barely gave me enough energy to get through like the day. But here I am, and here you guys are. Everybody's getting some work done today. I'm going to start the next sprint at 6:25 and make some tea in the meanwhile and try to dig up that ads course. So Elizabeth had said that she hired Free Booksy to do Facebook ads. I like written media. And yes, I feel good too. I at least showed up yesterday. Oh no, where's my coffee cup? Oh, still morning. I still struggling a little tiny bit. 4:42. Really nice job, Elizabeth. That's amazing for a 10-minute sprint. I'm very impressed. Everybody should be very impressed with that. So I have used written word media and their like various newsletter things because they do Free Booksy, but they also do, I think, Bargain Booksy and like a few other newsletter services, and then also things like, ads, obviously. And I found their newsletter services to be really helpful when I was trying to get my paranormal angel romance kind of off the ground. In fact, I think I actually like hit like some number ones in my categories the days that I use their services. I think they're really, really good. And I've not hired them to do Facebook ads. I'm actually starting Facebook ads right away. And let me see if I can't find this course. I love Brian Cohen's course so much. I've done it a couple of times. He does it like 4 times a year. And he has, he has like a whole sophisticated course for people who are doing well enough to actually like pay for things like this. And I never am. But maybe one day. And his ad course is definitely the kind of thing where like you get into it what you put out of it, and he runs it for like, here we go. Here's a link. He runs it for something like 5 or 6 days. I think it's 5 or 6 class days, and it takes about a week to do. So you have to have the energy to actually like focus for that long. And this is the last link I have in my box to click and join. I think you can click right up until like today and actually join it. And I've joined it multiple times. Even on the times where like I just don't have any time and I can only do like the first day or so and maybe put up like 1 or 2 ads, that still usually gets me just a couple of sales. And I don't have massive sales or a massive audience, so a couple is a lot for me. I think that probably, the more reviews you have on your books, the more of an audience you already have, the bigger a backlist, you'd probably do even better with his ads course. And it's just so valuable because he demystifies the entire Amazon ads thing. And that is like a huge thing to get your books in front of people. So yeah, give it a go. It's great. I didn't know that Brian had a podcast, but I'm going to start listening. I find him and who's the other guy? Alex Newton from Kalytics. I have this like fantasy of going to a writer conference one day after COVID, where I could see them both speak on a panel. I just feel like they should be besties. I think that it's so nice when you talk to another writer who's had some success like that, but still seems to be like a humble, normal person. I did not just set up my timer, and I'm going to do that right now because we've got 25 minutes to get to. I am only going to do 25 minutes. Wow, that chair is, you hear that? That's my chair squeaking. I'm going to mute that and let's get started right now. So good luck with these next words. Okay. So that is the end of our 25-minute. I'm going to set us up for a 15 that I will start at 6:55. I spent that whole time researching a thing, therefore didn't end up actually writing much, only like 10 or 20 words. And man, research rabbit trails can just like kill me. This one, I I'm writing my current manuscript for a future setting, and I was trying to think of like who would be giving a cool science podcast in like 40 years, and thought, well, maybe like a family member of Bill Nye. Wikipedia says Bill Nye doesn't have children. The internet says he does. So I'm I'm rabbit trailing over a scientist who probably doesn't have kids. I need to go with something else, but it's okay. It's okay. Futuristic stories do require some research. It's fine. Oh wow. So Elizabeth, your daughter in nursing school called, and then your husband woke up and needed something. It's really early for any family member calls. Oh wow, and I'm also yawning. Don't listen to my yawns. Yawns are contagious. Pay no attention to them. Um, I'm sorry about that. The interruptions are hard when you've like gotten up and you're actually here to work. That squeak is crazy. Um, so I think I'm gonna try to spend the last 15 minutes on something like a pure sprint, like maybe open a new scene or something and just attempt to get some words in. But if you do go to the Brian Cohen ad challenge, I think that he sends his like first email out today. Yeah, so they start this morning. And what's good about stuff like what he does is he has a lot of videos. So like at least for somebody like me, where I know I'm going to be spending a large amount of the morning dealing with a baby, I can listen to a video and also like feed oatmeal to my child. So that is something I can pull off. And exam this morning at 8 a.m. That's it's nice that she calls you then. That is very, very sweet. I also it's been a really long time since I've had classes at like 8 in the morning, and I guess those are like back in those days, 8 a.m. is your normal time to be up and doing something. I've been I should incorporate that into my YA thing, because I'm certain that 50 years from now, high schoolers will still be expected to start school at like 7:15 in the morning, and they will still sleep through half of their classes, because what high schooler has the energy to do anything at 7:15? I think that it was years before I was capable of doing actual anything at like 8 a.m. I was well into my like 20s. And I think that's not actually super abnormal. Anyways, let's get ourselves set up for this final 15 so that I don't blather on about being tired in the morning. And yeah, thanks. I have to think about the YA book and what I'm gonna do in the future. The biggest problem with setting a book in the future is the research trails, right? Like there's just too much that you could do that will sort of like lead you down a path of no words, but you also have to do it because, otherwise you don't know the right material for your stuff. So, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it for 15 minutes. I'm going to get in some words. Hope that you guys get in some words too. So I will see you in 15 minutes. Okay, that's it. All right, let's see how we did. I think I might have like doubled my word count there, but I was only at like 180 before. So I've made it to closer like 370. Is that a double? That might not be a double. I don't know. I got more words done in that last 15 minutes than I have yet. Um, but also it turns out that I've written some things before in this book, and I think I might actually have some things I can work from, like from previous drafts. So maybe I have more words than I think. 481. Very nice job, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining me again this morning. I really appreciate the support. And as I'm sure you know by now, I would far rather write with other people than just completely by myself. I think it makes writing a significantly less isolating experience, as does the ads course. I'm a really big fan. So I hope that that's useful for you if you do check it out. And if you joined us this morning, I should be back here tomorrow at 6 a.m. ish to do some more streaming. Um, I'm doing okay with it so far. I think my sleep is adjusting. So hopefully we can all get in some good words tomorrow as well. And I am going to close this out for today. I hope that, Elizabeth, thank you so much. I hope that you have a great day. And I hope if you're watching and not chatting with us, that you have a great day also. And that you got in at least something that makes you feel like you were productive, well, before sunrise. So, all right. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.